Yeah, I think eventually we'll start buying different things. One thing at a time. Hello, Addie, will you fix my arm, please? They lit me on fire.
Feels like AAA video games are in a bad spot, despite being heralded as the end-all be-all of the gaming industry for decades. We've seen their reception radically change. Back in the 2000s and 2010s, it was all pageantry, posting up promotions in the mainstream and vying for your attention by spending ridiculous amounts of money. Never forget the time the Super Bowl had a commercial for God of War Ascension. I sure did. However, in the year 2024, AAA gaming feels tired. It's been on and off for a while, but the sheer amount of bad and unfinished releases coming out has reached a peak with the cost and time sink of developing games so high that we're barely seeing them come out. Long gone are the days of a new 7th generation 5 out of 10 mistake coming out every week. Now we get maybe one big new shiny a month, with half of them being coming games as a service traffics. For every Elden Ring or Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there's a big licensed flop or Skull and Bones popping out. It's become the weekly punching bag, and it's really sad. It's just, the bad stuff is way louder now that we are in 2009, where any weeb would drain the modern gamer's wallet. Where do you even start? Clearly fairy tale fights. Whenever a AAA falls in the forest, its crash is heard around the world, as dictated by the internet and generations of gamers' childhood buyer's remorse. So we're gonna take a look at some again. There's more than enough 20-plus years of video games for an entire second video. First one is the Day 1 patch. There's a free content update to bring you back in 6 years later. Except today, we're including big collections that time's forgotten. Because someone's gonna talk about Blasto.
This Blasto character is a vulgar, foul-mouthed adolescent.
That's he is his mother said that.
So it's Austin, and today we're once again diving into some bad and unfinished AAA video games. Turns out a single 40-minute long video wasn't enough when Sonic 06 was a footnote. But didn't the 18-year dog pile up for Sonic? It's very interesting. So instead, I've decided to continue modern failures, disappointments, flagship flops, and things that made me feel absolutely nothing in my soul. It's time to go through the unfinished mobs of yesterday. What's the worst AAA game that you've played? Let me know down in the comments below. I don't want to hear no 7 out of 10. If you want to experience some real stinker, you had lived until you've experienced a real 10. We've got a lot to get into today, but before we get started, this video's been brought to you by dinner. And by that, we all need it, especially fresh local foods if possible. Well, Cook Unity is a cool little service that'll deliver small batch meals made by top culinary talent throughout the States.
What did they do to you?
A bunch of information on how to prepare it and who made it.
You're safe now.
Yellow chicken curry by Pimnipad Chancher.
We need to move.
I don't think of Thai curry coming from one of
We
these
can't.
boxes, but you should.
They'll catch us, just like the others. This is Lord Sakai. He'll protect us.
If you're in a hurry and you're eating in minutes.
I need you to trust me, Tuka.
Website,
I need your help.
each batch, and it's real simple. My box had a chicken casserole made by Andre Mendez, as well as a dragon bowl chicken by Chris Rattel. All of these were very flavorful. If any of this sounds good, link down in the description or off your first. Give it a shot. Now, before we slam our heads
There's a
against
gate
the
nearby.
interest,
And that's where we break out.
ease ourselves in. I think AAA video games really began to take shape in mid to late PlayStation 2 and Xbox era, where everyone and their grandmother was trying to
They found the slaver.
They kill us. We need to hide.
No, keep moving.
We can climb those
Well, a
crates.
bunch of games tried their best, but what we ended up with was a bunch of away from the era.
Where are we going?
Kenji's waiting for us at a crossroads.
Kenji's with you?
If he made it out alive.
Halo being incredibly successful, and then Killzone existing all the way into the 7th generation of consoles when the twin analog stick controller was king. Back when competing games couldn't peacefully coexist for some reason, the top of the genre was always targeted by companies even in the media. The killer, like when Rift literally called itself the World of Warcraft killer. I loved Rift, but that one didn't pan out so good. When it comes to Halo,
Show me your skill.
the next Halo. So it was time for the killer. Anyone with a PlayStation 3 was deep in video games for just when Ubisoft and Free Run Up the Sign released the exclusive Hades was announced, people were excited. Standard trilogy and the underrated seconds. And a website was running. This is as hardcore as the next level. You get A's. The title of the cover that might as well be a big undecipherable yellow. So get ready for yellow in general. We've got yellow on the suits, yellow on the enemies, you've got yellow on the content, kind of all over the edges of the screen, which is funny because the only other colors in this thing are brown, gray, more brown, and sometimes a little green. Haze is ugly, and the choppy frame rate only serves to make it worse and remind us that the self-processor was truly that bad. You play as Bro number 4, known as Shane, as you and a bunch of other naughty word dropping dude bros run around and kill a bunch of people while injecting yourselves with the nectar. It's definitely not drugs. Go buy yourself a drug. Eventually, just like an avatar, honest and become unfriended and realize yellow. Also, there's vehicles, which might also be some of the worst of all the games. Imagine Halo 400 times worse. Anyways, Haze is the shit. 10 out of 10, do recommend. Let's play some multiplayer online, right? That's right, we need to drop off a prisoner and a... Speaking of 10 out of 10, how about that perfect Dark Zero? Presented by Samsung. Hottest collab of the 2000s. You know anyone with that sick Joanna Dark wallpaper? Modern audiences may not put much into it, but Nintendo losing big name franchises and developers was a huge deal. When Squaresoft went CDs are better and Microsoft straight up bought and famous Rareware, those were huge video games changing platforms. The idea that the newly announced prequel to Perfect Dark, one of the most exclusive games, was going to be a launch title for the Xbox 360 was absurd, but sure enough, it happened. Joanna Dark, give her an origin story, and make her back except for my notoriety for the year 2005. The original version of Joanna was also sorts of depths when full sex appeal around this time. Over British mag FMH over real, actual human beings. Step aside, God. This dark
Help me, Lord Sakai!
spirits within it. It seems like there's a lot of contention as to whether Perfect Dark Zero
I
was
almost died.
It had mixed
Thank
reviews at the time, and there was a lot of excitement over being a console launch window exclusive. Also, one of the worst age launch games I can think of. Maybe it's not fair to compare it to the super classic Perfect Dark, but Zero feels worse in the way I think. Despite having the advantage of two sticks, the aiming is incredibly loose, almost in a janky, floaty manner. You do still have the bob and flow of Rare's previous shooters. The multiple difficulty options are still around. Now you've got to deal with a terrible checkpoint system. Every mission, a single spot, which is wild considering some of these go for 20 to 30 minutes. You die, you go home. Don't even have one. There's also no fun shields. Unlocks for people who go through this too, so it's just not worth it. The variety from the originals were downgraded a ton. The stage selection ranges from neat to lifeless. In fact, during this was in third person. It's cool they thought to add cover shooting to Perfect Dark. All you really gotta do is spam the dodge roll all day, every day. This is just legit how you played online back then. Entire long kills with 32 people rolling in harmony as they said the Halo 3 waiting for. But seriously, how do you not include some of the cool tech or alien weapons from the Nintendo 64 game? Where's the cycle? Some people really like Perfect Dark Zero. I can kind of see why. It's sort of against the original, especially now that you can play a proper remaster on Rare Replay with better controls. It doesn't hold a candle. Also, it doesn't have Elvis. What kind of Perfect Dark doesn't have aliens? Here's hopefully the one's alright. But no matter what, I'll never hate on the wacky 2000s. Gotta draw anime, GameCube looking ass. When it comes to first-person shooters being bad or even mid, you could really go on forever. A lot of that late 2000s era post-Halo was filled with all sorts of weird games, trying out different little mechanics until Modern Warfare came out and copied their homework. Only one of them's about America, though. Wait, that's not even true. Only one of them is Turning Point Fall of Liberty. What the hell do we do? Get down! Pure, unadulterated jank. Spark Unlimited, most famous for Lost Planet 3 and Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, were a game studio that may not have done much, but certainly tried. They were a group of former Medal of Honor devs that banded together to make a pretty decent Call of Duty spin-off, but eventually their first original release, Turning Point Fall of Liberty. Taking place in an alternate history, Turning Point's premise is literally on the cover. What if America get attacked in 50s? Oh no! Yeah, that's how it starts. Totally clipped audio, random explosions in the sky, and making the player's first movement be carefully navigating a steel beam. Strange choice. And buckle up for wildly out-of-date visuals, a complete lack of a followable narrative, and some of the worst gunplay this side of modern warfare. It's unfortunate, because the premise is pretty alright. When you're not falling into buildings 10 minutes into this and stumbling upon pictures of Washington with rocks on it. You see? It's symbolic. Listen, bro. I'll tell you something to do. You know what's crazy is that Taper Bay meme is, dude, it is still amazing. You know how Turning Point feels, the guns have a wild recoil to them. The interact launch grade the entire time. This is supposed to take place in the 50s, but I couldn't tell you by walking around what is supposed to be New York City. You'd think they'd choose a slightly more interesting decade to have a different aesthetic, but instead I'm walking around thinking Spider-Man could swing overhead at any point. On top of that, basic mechanics don't work right. The AI struggles making their shots. Come on, you got it, buddy. You can do it. If there's an explosive barrel, you'll shoot it, and enemies will immediately die next to it before the thing slowly does its animation. There's apparently a stamina system that'll drain, but it's not on screen, and you keep the same running animation, so you'll just be moving slowly. Don't forget, when you finish a level, you'll
Get in the tall
sometimes be
grass.
greeted with
Stay down.
this screen, with whatever you're holding before.
You made it!
Were you followed?
No,
What do you
but we
mean,
can't go back to my
This has been
place.
going on for
It's
10
crawling
minutes.
with Mongols.
Who is
We should
this?
go.
You have to put some
I,
distance
player,
between
have
us
a
and
name
Azamo
too,
Bay.
but it doesn't matter. The game's about one thing only: killing Nazis.
You're all right.
America. Turning Point has everything. We've got floating turrets, we've got
Haven't seen
silly
one of those
ragdoll
since
effects, we've got
we're
visuals
clear.
incredibly
We need to
outdated
figure out
by its
where to go
release
next.
date in 2008.
There's
There's
a
a
place
human
up ahead
shield
where you can see
mechanic where
most
the
of his
camera
eyes.
gets
Everyone
incredibly
alright?
nauseating,
I could
and
use a
if you
drink.
use the iron sights,
some
you'll have
sleep.
such a bright
I can
muzzle
help with
flash
one
that
of
you won't
those.
be able to see anything at all. Kinda just wish we had Call of
Pepper,
Duty hit markers here.
you've
That
been
was a
quiet.
meme, but still. Also,
First
speaking
time
of
in days, I
weapons,
haven't
don't
felt like I
forget
was about
endless
to die.
waves of shooting galleries with an infinite ammo chain
My lord.
gun.
I am grateful. But how do you know Kenji and my sister?
I owe you
This
none,
is
my
basically
friend.
what the entire game sounds like. Just a
We have
never-ending
something in common.
hellscape wall of sound that you can't. Turning Point Fall of Liberty got itself a bunch of 3 out of 10s, and truly it deserves it. Apparently this thing has multiplayer.
I'm
Why?
not built
Hosting
for
a land night
hiding
for this
all
one sounds like a good prank to me. Where are my freaks
Komatsu
at?
is just over that bridge.
Freaks 9 days out of the week.
They have a forge.
One of the best on the
Hail
island.
Killers,
Good
they
place
were
to make
not.
tools.
Triple A goes back
Maybe
further than
something
this
to get Jin
generation.
over
They
the
just
walls of
didn't
Castle Canada.
cost several
What do you
hundred
say,
million
Papa?
dollars to create.
My
We
lord,
could argue about the
I'll do
definition of
anything to
AAA
repay you for freeing me.
all day.
Thank
The
you.
big old flagship Halo
Papa,
was a
Kenji,
huge deal for
get some
Microsoft
rest.
when it came out.
I can't
But
stay here
that's
long.
also forgetting the other big releases. I say big in quotations, of course.
How
I'm
are you
dating
doing?
myself for real now, but who out there remembers
I
the
have
original
my brother
Xbox
back.
launch? If you don't, I don't blame
Shaken
you.
up.
2001
Can you
was
give me
over
Komatsu
20
in
years
one
ago.
piece?
20 years since
With
the
food
Rock
and
was
rest,
hanging out with
he'll be
Bill
fine.
Gates. So if something like, say, Blood Wake or Mech Assault doesn't
Your
immediately
brother
ring
wasn't
a
the
bell,
only prisoner
that's
in Azamo
fine.
Bay.
Although both of those are fantastic.
You're going to save them.
And let's dial it back to launch.
And make their captors suffer.
Good.
Right for Komatsu Forge. I'll join you when I can.
Jin. Thank you.
Three Tales updated.
A young guardian, the
Ooh,
ultimate weapon,
the
an
gift.
epic journey. You play as a guy who's part of the lore guardians who balance the 6 natural elements, but
Yes.
then death does a heel turn and then bad things happen. So now Azuric has to collect the discs to
Yes.
save the world. It's a generic plot to say the
Text
least.
this
Hell, this might start
thing
a
now.
cool looking
But I think it's
2006
still
Blue
focusing
Dude. Years before Avatar, there's really not much to say about any of this. Azuric is prime generic everything. Heck, the whole narrative only has like 20 minutes of storytelling. It's a slog to get through, and of course, when you start playing it, you realize that everyone's working on it. When the official Xbox magazine
Hold on,
gives you
please,
3.7 out of 10,
let's
then you know you messed up. Are you cowards? It's technically an action game, which was closer to a PlayStation 1 release than
Yes.
anything in 2011.
Samurai!
So slow, the jump feels dated, and you're
Where the hell is this guy at? Come on, fight me. Ooh. Dude, beat that dude. You can't beat that dude. That works. You can free your
back even further, without the old
I keep
PlayStation
pressing
1s, we got some big flagship titles to talk about. You might not spend $500 million on, say, the original Twisted Metal, but those were top tier. Back when Sony was known for more than 2 or 3 franchises at a time, the PlayStation was always popping off. Sony Interactive Entertainment, both in America and Japan, were publishing things left and right. Some big flagship releases like Crash Bandicoot, and others a bit more obscure like Killeek, the DNA Imperative. Yeah, you want a copy of this? You better make room for those ugly long boxes. On the other hand, Twisted Metal was a pretty big deal. The first two were originally developed by Single Track Entertainment Technologies, who were responsible for a breadth of PlayStation 1 classics like Warhawk and Jet Moto, aka the one feature racer not quite as good as Extreme G with jet skis and Mountain Dew sponsorships. For those who don't know, Twisted Metal is not a TV show with Samoa Joe looking incredibly threatening. It's the original edgy mid-90s car combat game. Want to blow things up? And a vehicle? There's quite literally no better option for this. They might feel a little stiff in 2024, but Twisted Metal 1 and 2 are still great today. However, Single Track got bought up and might as well have been the original Valve, as they hated making anything with a 3, so Sony pushed the franchise onto another studio who unfortunately fumbled it hard. Twisted Metal 3 by 989 Studios. Yeah, that one. Well, they played this one safe while totally messing it up, and what we got was Twisted Metal 3. Replaced the original soundtrack with a bunch of Rob Zombie songs, turned any dark elements of the narrative and aesthetics into cheesy, unfunny edginess, and gave us jank-ass vehicle physics. It's time for a big AAA PlayStation 1 title with 4 out of 10s across the board. No more comic book style intros either. Get ready for PS1 CG.
What is it?
Never forget, this one took place in the far distant year of 2008. It was like this, yeah. 989 Studios were kind of Sony's premier first-party developing label, but prior to being tossed into the sports mine, they'd get a few original more notable ones for the time, not so much now, would be a little game called Blast. For this one, I don't blame you. Sony went full in on Blasto before getting hit with a kitchen sink of mixed and negative reviews. They threw this one out there in early 1998, quickly moved on, and Blasto was never heard from again, which is a shame because he was voiced by famous actor and comedian Phil Hartman. Yeah, like SNL, Troy McClure, Small Soldiers, Phil Hartman. They needed someone to sound like a goofy, full of themselves moron, and it turns out he was a perfect cast. It was even a selling point in the advertisements on the back of the box. Sony was in on Blasto, and it's
I'm watching. Don't know if that's allowed, but I'm just watching it in the background. Water. I think I need to be down there. Okay, I think we're chilling. Yo, why is it so stormy? It's like a 10-minute strike. And it's quote unquote Christmas. Why was it? Yeah, right. Okay. No. My ass. Y'all some lucky peeps. You got no hiding.
I'm right here.
There. Come on. Come on, boys. Ooh. Holy shit. Oh, thank you. You stupid bitch. There we go. Yes, baby. I honestly forget. I think if I need stone. Is that all? Nope. Hey. Thanks for coming down, buddy. What do you mean I don't have any freaking arrows? Hold up. I still have it. Yeah, see? I just don't have any heavy arrows. Oh, rain. The arrow. I need heavy arrows. Hmm. That makes more sense now. Yeah, no, I need heavy arrows for that long bow. Interesting. Here we go. Now I got some heavy arrows.
The ghosts once protected Tsushima from a grave threat. Let me tell you the trials they faced.
There is one.
Hold on a second. I'll upgrade my armor. Bow.
How can you say?
I can. I can. Okay. Yeah, that's not fair. We got a lot of steel. Nice, nice, nice.
I would be honored to work on your blade, my lord. Sharper than ever.
No. Oh, can I not?
Fitting, my lord.
Oh, 500 out of 100.
Ah, you need more to make these improvements.
Goodbye.
No, 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 anymore. So we're headed here. Is there any place I can fast travel? I don't know if that'd be. That is obviously closer. So let's fast travel there. And then Go to. So I do that. What can I do?
Good, Sora.
I've been playing thinking Days Gone. I'm pretty sure I squared my beats. And I might get this get off bike. Yeah, I know it's get off and get on. It's funny because I keep doing melee attack attacks to get on my bike and Days Gone. What? Oh shoot, I don't have a freaking mic. Okay.
Who will face me first?
This is not favorite from it again. It's just kind of guys. So fun. Ooh. Scared. Like a major health right there. What you
You'll be
doing?
free soon.
Wait, I didn't clean off my blade though. Yeah.
You're free. Go somewhere safe.
I thought I had. Made myself a camp along the river that separates Azamo from Tsutsu. The Mongols moved in and started cutting down all the trees. Making siege weapons, I think.
I'll find their logging camp and make sure they never finish their work. I'll trade you for anything.
Yes, all stuff. Lots of work to get up there though. And just like that. So, where you take me, bud? Thanks, buddy. Oh, wait, I earned one? Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'll give you that patch. So cute. No, I don't get no. I need one more. Makes sense, man. Okay. Okay. Let's walk up here. Get can probably get ready on the ship. Almost. What else? There are so many tails here. I think 3 out of 9. I think we're at 9. What is those details? 4 out of 9. Music tails. Um, ooh, that was just a big. That was like some cool armor. I don't know what kind of armor it is. Damn, it's fast. Sword kit. I think that's usually I don't need that. There's a different sword kit. There's this one. Here's the flame. That. Yeah, it's not going to get it. Keeping a constant. Box size is 49. Okay, there's 10 lighthouses. Shinto shrine. Hot springs. There's 20 hot springs. And there's
Yuna and Taka should be there.
I don't have anything to do that from then. I didn't want to speak to you.
My lord, don't go into the forest of Kashine. They're haunted by angry spirits. Dead samurai, eager to spill blood.
We're in the middle of a war. I doubt spirits are the cause of this.
People go into the woods and never come out. Mongol and Japanese alike.
Yeah,
The bodies that turn up have all
sorry,
been killed by
sorry.
samurai blades.
Blades are needed by men, not spirits. I'll look into this.
What was it? Trust. How many did it stuff? Bitch, you hit me off my station. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the exploding eggs? Fuck you. Damn it, come on, let's play this. What's this? Are you gonna shoot? Okay. Oh, nice. Let's see. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh god, no. Go on, man. Is it how can against shoot? Being that it right there, so I just need to find a way. Oh, it's going to the forge. I'm an idiot. Should have read that. What's wrong? It's definitely not that. What was it?